Well, the Justice Department issued a wave of firings late last week and into the weekend. In fact, more than 20 of those employees were people who worked on former special counsel Jack Smith's cases against President Donald Trump. They are gone. They've been let go. The staffers' cuts were identified by the department's so-called weaponization working group, which was established by President Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi. I want to bring in CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane. He's watching this one closely. Scott, what's the latest reasoning behind the move?
It's not just that there have been layoffs, it's that there are layoffs, potentially kinetic and still ongoing inside the Department of Justice. And it's a purge that has now impacted dozens of prosecutors, employees, and staff, and may continue. According to our CBS News reporting, so many of these fired employees had some fingerprints either on special counsel Jack Smith's investigation of President Trump, both the classified records and the election interference cases, or were part of the January 6th investigation. And those firings began as soon as the president took office for his second term, but they accelerated again over the past week. And in some cases, Reed, it's important to note, they are firing prosecutors who are handling other cases right now, who are leaving their work now in someone else's hands, potentially stalling out other cases.
Scott, also want to ask you about this. Top officials at the FBI, top officials at the Justice Department, they're kind of in a dispute over the disclosure of information in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Yes, that name continues, despite the president wanting it to be out of the headlines. It continues being in the headlines.
Yeah, this is a controversy that now eclipses Jeffrey Epstein. This is a proxy issue that they're trying to deal with inside the Department of Justice and the FBI and inside the Trump administration. As the week began, it was unclear if everybody who's atop those agencies is going to stay atop those agencies. Will this mean the ouster or the resignation of the FBI Deputy Director, Dan Bongino, the FBI Director himself, Kash Patel, or the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, because they have a unique issue here they're trying to deal with. They have a theory, a conspiracy theory about Jeffrey Epstein's death, which they say was by suicide. And they have this argument that they've posted that there was no list of names of high, powerful people that have been covered up for years. They have this theory that's out there that they fanned and infused with energy before taking office. Now they have to try to put out those flames, and they've discovered extinguishing a fire is much more difficult than fanning one. And there is some internal battling between them over how to get over this.
Scott MacFarlane, we know you'll have it when things develop out of that and any other story. We appreciate you. You have a good day, friend.